Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun. He's got Shaheed. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They go play action on 1st. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Defender's there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
He finds OBJ. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down, ball at the 36. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun. Give to Hubbard. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Third and 4 coming up now. Looking for a throw here. He's on the move. He's got it near the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Hubbard has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 5. TJ Wanham gets there to haul him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down. This is complete to Olave. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shaheed motioning right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. There it is, touchdown New Orleans! The Saints earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Groupie to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints tie things up at 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returnable from the 2. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Here he is to throw on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play, and he's getting worked on. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Throwing it to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw now. This one's caught. It's Shaheed near the sideline. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. And the Panthers might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely online. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Looking to throw. First play, he's going for it to the end zone. reception. That's a touchdown. The Saints cut it to just a point before halftime. 3-touchdown game for the rookie. That's pretty good in your debut season, Brock. But then you look at the clock and you see, oh, wait, we still have a whole half of football to play.
Yes, when some of that psychology comes into play, don't just be satisfied. You can look at it one of two ways. I'm satisfied with what I've done. Or you look at it and go, I got another half. I can throw 3 more of these babies.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Can't get it to him, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll look to throw. Olave with the catch. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to throw it. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. But exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
He's going to push one deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returnable from the 2. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On the move, headed right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Carolina in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Taken in by Shaheed. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Slot man in motion right. Throwing now on 1st down. This one's taken in by Hill. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shaheed motioning right. To throw it on 1st down. Connection made with his running back down the middle. Touchdown, New Orleans. Groupie to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Saints are going to take over after the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
This is reeled in by Kamara. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. From the red zone now. Complete out to the right side. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and goal.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returnable from the 2. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it inside the 10. He has the Carolina touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
45. Panthers 27. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's complete, right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. They put a receiver in motion here left. Pass play on 1st and 10. He fires one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Shaheed motioning right. 2nd and 10 now. He's trying another one deep. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown. The Saints keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Gray now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 28, launches one deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. Spread the field and send them all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because 4 verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got 4 choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll find one to hit on.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we get to see the new kickoff rules come into play right away here in Week 1, Brock. Since it hit in the landing zone and then bounced into the end zone, the touchback only comes out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's caught left side by Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 20. That's good. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This is complete to Olave. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll throw on first. Gets this one to Shaheed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll throw it again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for Rashid Shaheed. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shaheed motioning right. Back now, pressure on its way. He's got it near the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints put up even more points in a win. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints continue piling on to this lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They've got first down from the 31. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. From the 32. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Throwing from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. It is caught at the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
So the offense is lined up. Panthers making another attempt at 2. He's throwing for it. Forced out to his right. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Kamara's got it.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. They'll try and throw it here. Into the hands of Olave. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Motion man sent left. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Rolling left, buying some time. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out in the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
Still sticking with the passing game. Flush down out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Gruffy. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And this stays a 19-point game.
Maybe I'm projected here, Kate, but those seem to be the toughest misses. Whether you're in the stadium, watching it online, you're watching it on TV, you're seeing the kick is online, you're watching at field level as a player and everything looks good. But unfortunately, it just falls short.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if you were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. Yeah. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air. And you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
Throwing now on first down. He's going deep. That's caught at the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints continue adding on to that lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returnable from the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender.
Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And the Saints grab it! And they limit the damage on the return.